I do think that our mentality is also what affects what we get attacked on. So there are certain things that you have very strong faith in, that you know that, okay, this can affect you. And you notice that that is not where you get tempted in. There's some people that they know that if I get pregnant, I'll give birth to my child. There's nothing that will happen to me. So they don't care about whatever. They'll carry their baby bump. They'll let you know that they're pregnant because nothing will happen. There's some people that they're like, hey, before I got this child, it took me 8 years. I cannot let anything happen to this child. I believe it's your mentality that actually affects what happens to you. The Bible says that if your faith is as little as a mustard seed, you'll be able to get what you want. Yeah. If I do believe that this wouldn't happen, and I do have that faith that this wouldn't happen, then the probability of it happening is going to be very less.
Hi guys, you're welcome to another interesting episode of Freedom of Speech. If you're joining us for the first time, you're absolutely welcome. Here is a safe space where we'll talk about everything and anything. And to our returning subscribers, we absolutely love you. With me in the studio today, we have the amazing Daniela. Yay! Daniela, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be back again.
Yes.
It's been a while, but
you look good.
Yeah, thank you.
Now you want to make me to carry that, right? What
I mean, I have to be a representative, don't I?
What is this? I'm going back to Team Natural. I can't continue like this.
No, we'll accept you. We'll accept you
me
back.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see you.
Likewise.
Yes, we have another interesting person in the studio today. We have that Asako girl. I got it.
Yeah, victory dance. You got it at one go. Yes. You deserve a burger.
Yes. Do you know how long I've been practicing that? Do
Honestly,
you know how long?
At one go, I'm shocked.
Do you know how long? Give me my flowers.
I mean, burger. Not even just flowers. Burger to come with it.
We have a guest in the studio today. He's a man filled with wisdom. He's a father. He's a respectable man, intelligent man. Like everything I'm saying, like all in one. We have Brother Joshua in the house today. Brother Joshua, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
And we're happy to see you.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
You should clap for my guest now.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, we'll be looking forward to learning a lot from you today. Yes, I know our viewers will be longing to learn from you too.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and my name is Jewel, and I'm your host for today. And our topic is balancing Nigeria heritage in a British society. So, there's this saying that when you are in Rome, you should behave like the Roman. Does it apply in this case? Because some people will be like, okay, all my everything I've learned about my Nigeria culture, everything about me, I'm going to leave it at the airport. When I come here, I'm going to behave. I'm going to behave like the Englishman. Yes. So, is this concept actually, will I say, practicable?
It's based on personalities. Some people want to come here and like have like a whole different like experience, come in, drop whatever you learned in Nigeria, because this is like a different culture, different society, different upbringing, different background. So some people just want to come in and experience it for like as a new. So they want to like rebrand. That's the word.
Rebranding.
So rebranding. Yeah, that's what some people call it. So rebranding. But I feel like you coming into a new society doesn't change who you are as a person.
Okay.
Because even if you're going to be learning the societal differences and all that, there's still a glimpse of you in the picture. I mean, you're still going to have you in the picture. You cannot take your personality away from you just because you are in like a different society. So I feel like that saying is just a saying.
That is like a girl you have confused me.
See, that's the thing. You see, this topic, so it confused me too. But no, all I'm trying to say is, as a person, you cannot say, oh, because you're migrating from Nigeria to the UK, you are now a totally different person. I feel like you can blend in. It's just a way of balancing the both. So like putting the both of them like in pari passu. Is that how they say it? So
Like,
put them side by side.
Side
You
by
cannot
side.
drop one and pick one. It's not
So
possible.
it's basically having it both ways.
Yeah, having it both ways. So a little of Nigerian, a little of British, mix them together.
A little of both.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just-
you become
it's a mix and match situation.
a British Nigerian.
Oh, okay. But I just want.
Thank you very much.
fine.
You've spoken very, very well and much. First, I would say there's time for everything.
Yeah.
You don't expect a man or a woman of 30 years old living in Nigeria to come to UK to start thinking about learning the language. When I say language, that includes intonation, pronunciations, and the rest.
Yes.
There's a reason why they've left wherever they're coming from. Say, for
course.
example, Nigeria to
Yeah.
come to UK. And the basic thing behind their mind is to work, to get money, to better their life. You understand?
Yes.
So their major emphasis, haven't traveled, whichever way they've come from, could have been family or friends borrowing money to sponsor them. Coming here, you don't think their first priority will start speaking the Queen's language.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Yes.
They want a job and they want a job at any cost. But when they come to this country, do not realize those things they were never ever informed. Documentations to work, settlement, accommodation before getting a job. Do you understand?
Yes.
So in the process, they learn. Like in my time, what you learn in the house, you go to school, you find another different learning in school.
Yeah.
So when you leave the house to go to school, you want to take what you've learned at home to go to school. And sometimes it gets you into trouble. You now realize I'm in school, not at home. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yeah.
Then when you leave school, coming back home, you remember, okay, this is what happened at school today. You want to start talking like that at home.
Yeah.
That takes time. But at some time, you start getting on with it. So just like as she said, both now wants to work together, but first, you understand? I don't think anybody will leave wherever they're coming from to want to concentrate on is in it or whatever they say it. You
Yes.
just carry on. You just carry on with wherever you gotten here from and just continue. Then at some point, you believing other things will fall into place.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
The basic thing you want to know, if somebody say come, you want to come. We have a little bit of English back home in Nigeria.
True.
Do you understand?
Yes.
But we don't have it pronounced the way we do here.
Yes. We kind of have our own pronunciation.
We have an own pronunciation. So even if you are speaking it, and English language is very, very difficult. It's more difficult than mathematics.
Of course. I say that a lot.
You know, 2 times 4 is
It's 8.
8.
Yes.
But you can tell somebody, I think I was going, or I think I they coming. To you, it's correct. You've just said
You've
it, but
just-
it's wrong.
yes,
Do
yes.
you understand it?
Yeah, of
Yes.
It doesn't sound funny in your ear. So as far as we're concerned, it's correct. The reason why we come here is the major thing in our heart. How to achieve that is another ball game. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Daniela, why are you smiling and looking at our guests like that?
I'm learning a lot. So that's my straight face. That's my focus.
That's your focus here. Okay. So did you leave this thing at home? Our culture in the airport when you were coming? To come and learn aswana.
I want to Ghana come on.
No, but so basically, it's still the whole thing of mix and matching, and the way when you come here, especially if you come during winter, you actually have to stop wearing certain clothes you wear in Nigeria just to do that. So in a
Yes.
way, you have to leave some of your culture behind just to adapt to where you are because of adaptability. You have to always do what will work. There are some things or some cultures or some cultural values that would work in Nigeria but wouldn't work here. Right.
Yes.
So, for example, the credit system in Nigeria, we didn't have that.
Nothing like that.
Right. And then there's something that you learn. So now is people didn't have the access to credit. The system of, oh, you're able to buy something and pay later. You live in a lifestyle you can't afford. They didn't have that in Nigeria. And then they come here and it's like, oh my God, this is an amazing thing. So they do not know where to cut it. They do not know where to stop it. So there's a bit of cultural change that
Change,
actually
yeah.
affects, and it's just following up what she said, is you knowing who you are and actually making a choice for yourself
Yeah.
on what you are going to choose and what you are going to kind of like let go on.
Yeah.
So there are lots of Nigerian cultures that can be blended here, which will make you different, and being different is not a bad thing. But there are some that would actually cost you your stay here. So it's just about knowing what will work and just standing by that, I guess.
That is Girl mentioned that we can like bring the two together
Yeah.
side by side. But don't you think it might cause identity crisis?
Not exactly. The same way that when it's winter, you are fully clothed and you're having like winter jackets and you're being covered up, and during summer, you actually get rid of like your winter clothes, and then you are more on light clothes. It
Yeah.
doesn't change who you are. It's just for each season there is something that has to be done. So I don't think putting them together is going to bring identity crisis.
Okay.
I think it's just going to suit that purpose. At this time, this is what needs to happen. So this is what's going to be. It doesn't change who you are. It just kind of helps you in that situation. That's kind of how I interpret it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you
to
don't
me,
think
I
so?
feel like that's where that saying comes from. If you're in Rome, behave like a Roman, right? So if you're in winter, using her
See,
example,
people are just
but
pushing
no,
this
it-
towards,
but, I mean,
towards
weather,
towards
weather,
weather.
yeah, but-
What's about weather?
no, listen. So when I newly came into the country, right?
Yeah.
There are some there's if I'm speaking to like a white person, and there are some words I say and they don't understand, right? So
Yes.
there are some like that's where adaptability comes in. So you need to learn how to like. There's a way you need to learn how to speak to some little extent so that they can understand what you are saying. And for listening to them, you need to be like very attentive because they are very fast when they are speaking. Most times, when I newly came, I need to like be very attentive because you might say two things and the next thing I'll do is, oh, I know, right? And
Funny
didn't
enough,
hear
I
one
think
thing.
do I do it sometimes?
Do you understand? I didn't hear one thing. So that's like adaptability. That's when behave like a Roman. Because you can't tell me, oh, in winter, using an example again, in winter, you will be wearing bomb shorts. You're just going
You
to
both
face
should
to
just
that.
leave that weather thing.
She leaves the weather.
That's like,
But
that's like
Joshua, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brother Joshua, you wanted to say something.
Our aggression way of living back home, like queuing up. We don't know how to queue.
We don't know. No, we don't.
But here, you don't have a choice because, say, for example, at the bus stop or at the train station, the carriage, you see people, you'll feel very, very ashamed of yourself when you don't join the queue. Now, again, don't get it wrong. Some people wear half clothes, even in winter,
In winter.
under whatever influence, I don't know. You understand?
Yeah.
So certain things we learn there. Back home, what we have, again, we start dropping some of them when we get here. One, not to be looked down on,
Yeah.
to reduce the disrespect and the complex.
Yeah.
The English, even if you listen more attentively, they'll still tell you, at home, I have 2 young children. When one is talking, I call the other one to interpret.
Oh my God.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They both born here, but I don't know where they don't got this Australian American accent from. So when he's talking, I will listen and listen. So as not to get myself into trouble, I'll call the sister. Please, you sit in between us. Tell me
Tell
what.
us. Yeah.
She will explain. That settles the whole trouble.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I don't know. Like I said, I have reasons for coming here. It's not to start practicing
Of course.
how to pronounce like them. It will help, but it hasn't changed me at all. Do you understand?
Yes.
So there's a lot of things we have to modify.
Of course.
Not
That's the
dropping
word.
completely.
Yeah.
Back home, we're very, no disrespect, some of us are very laid back.
Yeah.
We know how to get to work late. We don't want to work. But here, for you to survive,
You have to walk.
you must work.
You must.
And if you go to work late,
Might not.
certain amount of time, you are sort of telling them you don't want this job.
Exactly.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
understand? So
Yeah.
Yes.
when you come in here, if you are in Rome, behave like the Romans. To a very large extent, we have to balance things up. It hasn't changed my identity, but I just changed my approach to things.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And on Friday, we were in a salon, and the guy that was cutting his hair, I don't know where that came from. He said, all my children are English. More than 7 people shut him down. The best you can get is British. You can't be English and be a black person. He said, I never knew this before.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I'm making any sense.
I don't understand.
You don't.
Oh, my God.
Because I have my children here,
Yeah.
it doesn't make them English. Take, for example, if you are filling a form, you see the right English, British, African, British, this and that and that. Nothing stops them from just leaving the whole form English.
Oh, they have to like
Do
segregate.
you understand?
Yeah.
So it is madness of me to say my children are English. No, they are British by birth. They are British citizens. It ends there.
Okay.
Yeah. So these things some of us don't know. Like I said at the beginning, when you come in here, you now realize it's not the pictures you see.
Yes.
When I was growing up, I remember when I was in school, I like Lipton tea. So there in the hostel when I was in university, I would get a bag of Lipton tea, put my ring boiler inside, and before you know it, the tea so beautiful, not white, real Lipton quality. And I was saying, this is original Lipton tea. One day I forgot to add the Lipton. I just put my ring boiler and I saw the nature of the water we've been drinking. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Terrible water. And I was thinking I was getting the real color of
The Lipton tea.
Lipton. Do you understand?
Yes.
But even when you come back here, that's why you hear some people say, I beg, when water not fit kill me for Nigeria. Because it's even terrible here, the tap water we drink.
Yeah.
We're just saying, if we have learned properly or remember where we're coming from, settling and succeeding here, balancing things will be good for those who want to be good. Thank you very much.
That's so wise.
Thank you. Yes.
Like wisdom, wise words.
True.
I need to have a pen and a paper.
Jot things down.
Honestly.
Make sure you're jotting.
Honestly.
Write everything that you're
Wow.
learning. You have to write it down. Write everything down. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for all you've said. Yes. So, Brother Joshua, from everything that you're seeing, there's this new crowd coming in this recent times. Yes. From what you're seeing, do you think that people are in a hurry to assimilate the British culture? Like they are in a hurry, like somebody that just came yesterday, you see them speaking, their way of speaking will just automatically change. You don't know if they learned it from the airport.
Nothing, just to it's to divert attention, nothing.
Oh my God.
Everyone that just coming yesterday, like the accent just changed from the. Do you think that they are in a hurry? Like they are so much they are in a hurry.
No, if that will help them settle fast, fine. But learning the accent, which is good, where will it take you to? Doesn't open doors. Just end with conversation.
It might though.
Open which door?
There are a couple of them because you do know that there's segregation that happened in the country.
It's still happening.
Yeah, but then with the accent, then they don't just think that you just arrived. So they are able to then offer you more opportunities because they feel that
You find some people, and I come to understand that there are people who are not making good progress that look at you in that manner. When somebody comes in here, people who came with visa are different from their level of understanding is different from those, what's it called? Is it COL?
Skilled workers.
Skilled worker
Yeah.
is different. Do you understand?
Yes.
So how you got here and what you want to do matters a lot. You'll be surprised to find out that the person who wants to discriminate against you is the person who wants to do your kind of job. Those ones who are at the top, they do it systematically, not openly.
Yeah.
They let you be to an extent. Yeah?
Yes.
They don't just come and put you down. I've seen people, even our people, in a work environment, they start cursing. They swear this. And I called most of them and said, this man you are talking to or you work with is not trying to be like you. Why copying the wrong side of him? I said, no. He still sees you as the Dom you have presented yourself to be. Because it's not
Yeah.
going to say because you work with him, let him start pronouncing things. Instead, he makes fun of you. So why are you cursing? Oh, I never saw it that way. So be yourself and improve. We are very blessed people. We are intelligent people, for God's sake.
Yeah.
We're not just ordinary people. But you can make yourself ordinary by forgetting who you are and try to be the other person. That takes the shine off you. That I think after church last Sunday or last 2 Sundays, we were just standing outside gisting. As I remember some years ago, I had a property then in Dagenham, and my neighbor was sick. They had to call the police, an ambulance to come. I went to buy something for breakfast. When I was coming back, I saw the police and the ambulance. Because I wasn't regularized then, I had to turn back.
Oh my God. You thought they came for you. You thought they came for you.
That's just the word.
Oh my God.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I turned back. I know that's not my house. I just went away until they drove out. But the question, if actually they've come for me, they come with pictures, so they don't just come. They want to ask me questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, but immediately, how to avoid that place
Became your
honestly. And unfortunately, what I didn't remember, then among everybody in that area, I was the only black person. So how could they have forgotten me that I'm trying to run away when they already know me? But they didn't come for me. But because of my status and who I was, do you understand?
Yeah.
I had to go away. Survival instinct.
Yeah.
Do we settle for any job because of surviving, or want to hold on to this job because we know where we are going, but instead of remaining idle doing nothing, let me stay on this? So those are decisions we have to make. Do you want to go learn English? Just you can't speak like them. You can't speak like them. Even the children born here, you still kind of separate them from the English children. It's different. So learn what will take you to the next level, what will make you discuss freely among yourselves, but not to take away your identity. And not the swear word, not the cursing word, not the disrespect. They say they have culture. It's good. They use please. And even when they are killing you, they still use the word please.
Oh yeah, that's a culture to be polite and be rude.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that? Politely rude.
Do you understand?
Like, yeah.
I beg, just tell me, you understand?
Yeah. Darling, but you're about to fire me.
Are those the things you want to learn? No. You just want to learn how to get comfortable. But again, make it posh. Let's not just be too rigid with our lifestyle. You understand? No socializing. They go on holidays because you two want to feel like them. You've not saved money. I'm from a background where I have to look after my brother, my sister, my friends.
Daniela, why are you drinking water?
They don't have that in their system. You understand? They're talking about credit and the rest. Good.
Yeah.
What they want, they just want to go take loan. They just want to go ask for support. But every of my £1, about 7 things are attached to it.
Yeah.
You understand? So we just have to be wise and reasonable most times.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, I came across one video on TikTok where somebody said the problem I have with people from our side is we don't come to if they come to your community, like your country, they bring their culture and their heritage along. Yes, that we come with our food, our culture, our name, our language, our everything. But
Are they expecting us to change?
you said?
So is it that we don't come with our culture, or
We
we come?
come with it.
Oh, okay, and then we
Yes.
kind of like
Yes. That
everybody-
we are not how will I put it now? Like we don't
Learning
accept
We don't.
change.
Yeah. We're not.
Yes, you don't come and learn you. We don't try to learn you things.
We're not open to
Instead,
learning.
learn you things. That instead we try to make people learn.
Okay,
fast.
the quick question: is it specific to
Yes,
Africa, not
yes.
in general?
Not in general.
all the-
Not all.
Because I feel that Nigerians don't even bring a lot of their culture here as compared to the Asians. But because I feel that the Asians, their culture, like, it's like they are the owner of this, in this London now. I feel half is them that owns it, right? Because if they're talking about Nigerians coming in and like, our culture being there, I just feel that we are not even doing that small. I feel that sometimes Nigerians even try not to show that they're Nigerians, just to fit in, as opposed to other Asian countries.
It's like we're paying rents to them.
Yeah, they kind of like come and show that yes they are, and then they basically kind of rule everywhere. Like literally, you can go to a McDonald's and half of them, or almost all of them, from a particular race. Do you get?
What they do is talking about investing. We as a people were like loud and flashy.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
I think that's the problem.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes,
We
you
are
are the
proud.
minority and you're everywhere.
We are proud. Yeah.
That's something Nigerians are very proud. We
Yeah.
are not. We don't really have anything,
No,
but
you
we're
don't
proud.
hide yourself. You want to take authority everywhere you go to. And sometimes we do it wrongly.
Yeah.
But like those people you mentioned, they want to invest. Talking about corporation as well, no disrespect. You will find it very difficult to... My friend was telling me, a Ghanaian, said, a Lebanese man told him he will hire 2 Nigerians and get the best results because they will be talking to him about each other,
competing against each other.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Look, she's doing this, and I'm not doing it. I'm here to work. Oh, he's doing it. Do you understand? It's working together as a team. We spoil ourselves just to make ourselves good. Like those ones, we don't know how they live their lives.
I think that's what I really love about them, because they do know how to live together.
Yes,
Literally, you just have to speak their language,
Before
and
now-
they literally give you tips. In uni, one of the things that I was able to survive with is having them as friends, because you get information. Literally, all like the jobs I got, I was able to get
Better
reference from them.
informations than
They
you
have
do.
a connect. I feel like they have like a network where they actually spread their information.
Yeah.
They are so good at us compared to Nigerians that literally, there was this story of 2 people that came for like a nursing review or something, and there's this exam they had to take that will help them to get like a job. And one person, the minute he came in, he basically did it without telling his friend that he came with. So the friend now found out, because I think his uncle or relative told him about it, and that's what the friend was like, oh yeah, I've already done it. And it's like, oh, I don't understand. Those you come here together. It's like the whole thing that you know this will help this person, but you withhold it because you want to be better than this person. And that's something they wouldn't do, because they're all about growth. Literally, that's why you can come to your house and you see 20 of them living, because it's more like, I'm like, don't worry, anyway, you see, they are more about communal, they are more about helping each other than Nigerians or Africans that it's more like me and myself.
Yeah, we are all about competing.
It's not even about who is the best in the world. It's just as long as I'm better than you, that's all that matters.
Yes.
That's all that matters,
not
and that's
helping.
terrible.
Yeah, it's not helping it, actually. It's not helping.
When my friend told me, I was surprised, but come to look at it, that is who some of us are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most.
Yes.
So like the church, I told them so many things. So you who came in last year or last 3 years with skilled work and the rest, you can't compare yourself to who came earlier. You understand? From the side.
Yes.
This level of survival. And somebody was talking how he was driving without documents and the police caught him. In short, he started faking madness and the rest.
Oh my God.
To get himself free.
Out of trouble. Oh my God. Actors.
So when you share things like this with people, those who wants to learn will learn. You understand? You can find people who came into this country then will say, look, whatever it is, let me settle down. Let me sort my documents out.
Yeah.
And the other one will say, you know what, let me... Even now, people still go... My friend was telling me about a girl who went on TikTok to say, yeah, they say people are struggling in London. I've been here for less than a year now or so, and I've been able to save 10,000. He said the courses on her comments were more than... because you came in, maybe you're staying with somebody.
Someone, yeah.
Yes.
You're not contributing in any way. You understand?
Yeah.
Instead of you to be kind enough to reciprocate in one way or the other, you save this amount of money. Oh, good for you. But it's not enough to go on social media and be talking rubbish.
I mean, sorry, just to understand it better, was the person kind of saying it in a demeaning way to everyone
Whichever
else?
way you say it.
Like, because it could also be some sort of, because when you go on TikTok, there are a lot of people that give like bad rep in Japan because they kind of make you feel that you shouldn't do it. I'm just, because I don't have, I haven't watched the video, I don't know what it's about. So it could also be her saying that, you know what, I know that there's a lot of bad rep about moving abroad and everything, but this is a good way. This is something that can happen. This is like a positive thing. So it depends, like, what was the rep about? Like, how was it?
They say it's difficult to live in London to make money.
And also,
But
that's a lot.
I would have come within so and so period.
That could be an encouraging thing.
Exactly, for someone else.
You are staying with somebody.
Well, it could be encouraging because some people would they do not want to leave Nigeria and come here because of all the bad things they've heard about how people come here and struggle.
Again,
if they hear something like that,
very
it
good.
could be encouraging.
So if you come now and you are staying with somebody, you are able to save that amount. What about the person who hasn't got that opportunity?
That is planning to stay alone.
You understand?
Yeah.
He's staying alone in short.
Like paying rent,
Exactly.
yes, and
Yeah.
paying
It's
bills.
not a good vibe to that person.
Yeah.
And you are saying they say abroad is hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Daniela, are you thinking about
Yeah. So where I'm coming from.
Let me understand. Is it hard or it's not hard?
So I'm saying that there's some level of difficulty, but
okay.
because how I've kind of understood it is that
Yeah.
there are a lot of people that are kind of preaching against people coming in because of how bad it is. It's more like because when they were coming, they were not aware of how hard it is. But I understand that it comes with its challenges, and then there are a lot of things that you have to overcome, which is different from where you're coming from. And I think that is good because there's room for growth. But I feel that a lot of people don't also say about the good side of things, which also makes people not want to come. So me hearing this is some sort of like, okay, so this person is able to do this. Now, how did this person do this? So it also means that is there a possibility of me doing this if it's the right way for me doing this and being able to achieve that same result, as opposed to the people that always keep saying that it is hard, and there's nothing encouraging, because the main goal is for something to be better. And if there's someone that always keeps telling me that it's not possible, and there's someone that said that this is what the person did and this is the result, I'd rather listen to what that other person said.
Very, very
so
good.
that's kind of why I want to understand how the message was sent. If it was more demeaning,
But
it's more like
this is very, very negative.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very, very negative. Now, you hear people tell them it's hard in here. And you get this reply, if it's that hard.
Why are you there?
Why are you there?
Why are you still exactly? But I feel like it depends on how the message came across. So if you're saying that you've saved £10,000 in less than a year of you staying here, you should also tell people the struggles, right? And you should tell people why you were able to save that much. So you should say, oh, okay, I saved this much because I'm not paying rent. I saved this much because I'm not paying these bills and these bills. You should not just come out and
Like,
say, "Oh,
give more
do you understand?"
details.
Because if I was in Nigeria and I'm planning to relocate, and you're telling me, "Oh, okay, you saved £10,000," what job are you doing for you to save £10,000
That's true.
in less than? Do you
1
understand?
year.
I get where you're coming from. It sort of like encourages people that want to migrate, but also you need to like tell them the entirety of everything. You need to tell them how hard it is to get the job here. Right? How hard it is for you to get the job, for you to be able to even save that much. Then I tell them, okay, the bills as well. Not just come out and say, "Oh, I saved £10,000," and
within 1 year
Do you
of coming in.
understand?
So that's what I'm trying to get more context about the whole story.
So
To understand
it
it,
just
as
depends
opposed to
on the
just
context
judging
of
you
how
there.
she puts it. But if she did not give the entirety of the whole thing, I feel like that's like false hope. You're
I think
giving
that's
people
why the
false hope.
courses were more than the blessing on the
Yeah,
on
you're
the
giving
thing.
people and if you check on it, most people, the people that were cursing at her are people that are here because they understand the struggle.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
They understand
yes.
the struggle.
So without losing our ground,
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
balancing,
Yeah.
it's not going to be an easy task. Yeah? But the struggles, the tests, because even if you have your documents complete, the faces of those people at the counter
Yes.
doesn't give you
Yeah. The counter gets it. You see that counter, that's
Immigration.
immigration people. Oh my god.
Their faces.
it doesn't
No, like, I mean, I didn't. They
don't-
didn't really ask me more questions.
They don't
but-
ask any questions.
Yeah, but they just say like, where are you and now?
it doesn't help.
Here, you just
Yeah?
tell them.
Yeah.
The pressure
Was it-
of
How was it?
the pressure of
Nothing
making it. I remember my friend when I got in here, I met him through somebody and I hated him for a very long time until I realized what he was saying. He said, oh, sir, let me tell you, gone are those days when you come in here, you start selling pictures. Your target should be after 1.5 years, you've settled yourself, documentation-wise. Then after 5 years, you own your own property. Just get out, you this. But while saying that, and I remember saying to myself, that mouth you use in saying it, you will be part of what I will do. And by grace, when I was to get the first property, he gave me £2,000.
Wow.
Then, to make up my money. You understand?
Yes.
So, your association, when you get in here,
Yes.
your ability to hear word and transform them into actions helps. Yeah? So you don't just come here thinking everything will be presented to you like this. No. In the winter, you must be ready to wake up early.
Oh my God.
And summer, some of us, okay, very good. Your job is around Woolwich.
Yeah.
The document you're using, the person maybe lives like here. So for you to buy a bus pass, you have to come here, pick up your money to go to Woolwich, and your house is in Peckham.
Wow.
Wow. I'm trying to connect it. You don't understand. I'm trying to connect it. You don't understand. Wow.
Yeah, I'm very lost.
Come back home, yeah?
Trying to connect the dots.
I understand what
You
you're
live in
saying.
Woolwich. You live in Peckham.
Yes.
Your job is at Woolwich. Somebody gave you a document to work with. No bank transfer, nothing. You have to meet the person. Your pass runs out today. So to start work tomorrow, you need to top up. So you must come to
Where the
this
person
place
is.
to collect money, to go back home, to start work in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But now you can make a phone call and say, I need this amount. Yeah? You transfer it. Do we understand? The level of hustling then is different now. You
Thank God for that.
You can apply online.
Yeah.
Before then, you can just walk through or pass building construction. My English friend said he wasn't good at school or in school at all. Ask this question. So they have this one day of trade. Ray will come one day. His class teacher now told him, don't you think you are better off continuing trade? And when they came back the next Wednesday, they gave him a shovel and he was doing very, very... They said, of course. And that was how I stopped school.
Sorry, this then you keep saying, how many years ago?
Don't tell.
Is he up to 40?
No, 20, 24, 26 years ago.
Like 2001.
2001?
2001, 2000, 1999, about that period.
1999.
Yeah.
Oh,
You understand?
Yeah.
So things are... I was sharing a joke on Friday when one Nigerian went to immigration house to say he heard that if you go there and you just tell them you're illegal, they'll sort you out. So he went there and they now detained him and took him to court for deportation. The judge was now saying, are you sure you are Nigerian? He said, yes. Your community didn't advise you that this is the wrong move.
Yeah, he not tell anybody.
Now, this is a wrong
my
move you're
God.
about to make. You still have to go. So, so information matters.
Yeah.
How you use the information, yeah, it matters. We talked about us not helping each other. Some have helped in the past and they got themselves into trouble.
Yes.
It didn't just start with me not wanting to do anything.
Of course.
Do you understand? We have bad experiences, bad results, that even doing it again creates an atmosphere of, you know what happened the first time.
yeah, I think I
Yeah.
get that. But I feel that the basic help that doesn't come with consequences, like information, is something that Nigerians are not willing to give.
See, and what I think is the people that are not willing to give this information are those that have been here from that 1999 2000. They will tell you that
I did go through the process.
Yes,
so
that
why
we-
are you not going through it?
It
Yeah.
was easy, so
Yeah.
you can't just
That's-
come.
that's
Is that
true,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You're already having it easy, so I don't see any reason
Why
why you
I'll
should give
make
you
it more
this information
easier.
or
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it
yeah.
more
So
easier.
it's not the costly help that I'm putting my neck out for you. Even from like the basic ones that not
Like,
even
they won't give you
don't
the
do
information.
anything.
They
They
won't.
don't have it.
No, like this example of these two nurses that come, like you literally know this is something that will help this other person, and you go ahead and you do it, and the person even offered you like a place to stay. So basically, you people came through the hustle together, and you have this information that could save both of you. You go ahead and you get it done, and you didn't tell your friend. Your friend finds out about it, and he's telling you about it, and you're like, I've already done it. Like, oh. Now in that situation, that is literally just trying to put yourself apart from the person just so that
Yes,
you can have
yeah.
just beat
Just a bit.
ahead your
Just
minute.
a bit.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And that's literally the kind of this thing that we could, because when you're working with a Nigerian now, you have to be more careful. It's different from when you're working with any other person that you already understand who
Yes,
they are.
okay,
exactly.
Yeah, you think
Be
that, oh, this
careful.
person is your
This
brother, this
person
person
is
is your
my
sister.
person.
But no, that's person that's secret
No,
and about
like-
to someone else that, oh, yeah, this
They
one
will,
person is
the person will report you.
and
That's
that's
just
like it's that whole thing that this person acts as your friend, which is even different from like the other races. Now this person is your friend, you people chat and listen to that, but still that person is at every chance
Trying to pull you
step
down.
over you
Yeah.
just for an advancement. The person is going to put that
It's a
without the
necessary
knife.
competition
Yeah.
that we decided to wear. You understand? If not, who you are and who I am, it's just an opportunity. It might not even work well for me, like it will work for you. So why not share it? We don't. Some of us, we don't. It's a no-go area. You start calling those people who don't even need the help. I don't know why some of us are like that. But again, you still find some wonderful people
True.
Yeah, I
Of
mean,
course.
obviously
who,
that's
who
Yeah.
go out of their
Go,
way.
Of course,
yes,
of course.
go
On
get.
that same Friday, my friend said his brother and the wife, they're always having an argument because of job. So he now called this guy to say, look, I'm going to help you get a job, a cleaning. He said, anything I'll do it. He called the company. They said, okay, we'll call you, or call us back in 30 minutes. So we now call this guy. Please call them. Everything, just give you your start date. I'm quickly going to have my shower. And when he now called him back, how far? You didn't get back to me. He's gotten some. How did I get to me? He said, I'll stay as a reference to him. Fine. Instead of calling, the guy said he was having a shower, he needs to brush and the rest. He lost the job. So I took the time to help you get a job.
You went to have a shower.
A shower, which you can do anytime. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
tomorrow you don't want to call me to do such things for you.
Of course, I
Some of
wouldn't.
us are very, very
Yeah.
ungrateful. Very, very ungrateful.
It's a two-way street.
Is it too? Yes,
Too
ma'am.
many ways, too many
Yes.
ways. So again, come in here, keep your sanity in place, keep your identity intact, know why you are here, and as much as possible, try to do it in a decent way that will not delay your progress. Like I was telling my daughter one of the days, I said, in my time, there was nothing like social media. So whatever you do, just like that. But now, if you make any mistake, even in primary school, there's a record.
Yeah.
Tomorrow when you want to become somebody,
They'll bring it
somebody will
out.
bring
Yeah.
Bring it out,
So you
yes.
want to avoid those, did I or did I not? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you come in, remember the struggle, remember the changes you said you want to make for yourself. Come in here, you balance it because of who you are. Like I said, we are very, very proud people.
Yes.
If we know little, we believe we know everything.
Everything.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
We're intelligent,
true.
we're blessed. So when you come in
Yeah.
here, settle down, pick your friends, know where you're going. Whatever you get as a start, don't see that as your end. You definitely make good progress.
Yeah.
Definitely make good
Yes,
progress.
there was something you mentioned when I mentioned that those people that came in earlier that they don't want to give out, especially information. I'm not saying give out money now. Like, okay, I'm just coming in, trying to still find my fee, find my way around. You ask them, they will not want to give you any information. They'll tell you, oh, it wasn't easy. And you mentioned that they don't have the information.
if they have, they want to do it, even if that's hurt them before. I have this guy called Uncle. From the very first day till date, he's been of help, not just to me, to everybody. But he brought his younger brother who they don't talk to each other today. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That has not stopped him from helping others because he's got information. He's restless when you are in trouble. He's not happy when things are not going well, so he goes out of his way to get informations for you. Like the guy I talked about who called his own brother about the job on Friday. He came in, he traveled. When he came back last year, he lost his job. So I remember him calling me one day to say he's been around for about 3 months now, and he went for that interview one morning. The agency sent 2 people there. On record, everything, the interview shows he did more than the other person that got the job.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But he ended up losing the job.
it,
So he just called me, he was depressed, and I said, silver and gold I have none, but that which I have, let us just pray. And 2-3 minutes we prayed. I remember the next time he called me, said, some £24 an hour a job. The same job others beg for £17. Do you understand?
Yes.
So he was in a situation at that time, help came when it came, but he never wanted the same person to go through social. And look at how he handled
The
his own.
situation.
Some people, when I say they don't have info, they don't have what it takes to help. You might see them as doing very, very well. It's a lie. If you've helped before, you want to help again. So I have seen people who will go out of their way to make things happen for people legitimately, even if it has been abused. But others, they don't just want to. You call it wickedness, experience? No. I've sometimes disappointed somebody before. So why am I holding on to somebody that disappointed me as an excuse? We're all different anyway. Thank you very much.
I think that boils down to like like your individuality, which is who you are. I mean, who you are. It's who you are. It's not about the disappointments or what came. It's just your person. Yeah.
So the culture, the balancing here is difficult, but you know what? We have a little bit of education, which gives us an edge to settle down. We
Yes.
speak English, not like they speak here. The children laugh at me sometimes, and I tell them, you don't even know what you are doing. I was born where there's no lights, and I've given birth to you where there's lights, so you can see I'm making progress.
I mean,
Let me take you to Africa and see if you can survive. I'm surviving. Yes. You understand? Let's not lose focus.
yes.
Let's not lose focus, because you come here, borrow their culture, and you forget yourself. And you're in nowhere. You're not good with the other one, you're not good with yours.
Yeah.
In a no man's land.
Yeah.
Brother Joshua, I've got a question for you. Yeah. So, you've been saying that your kids, they were born here. I have 2 questions actually. First of all, have they ever been back home? And second of all, because you keep saying that we should not lose ourselves in the process of trying to adapt to the British culture. Yeah. So have you how do they perceive our African culture? Do you like inculcate in them like our African culture, telling them this is how it's done from where? Have they ever been back home to like actually see?
Have they been back home? No.
Okay.
I am the Nigeria they see.
Okay.
Yeah. And we bring that into the house with the way we behave, talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by grace,
Yeah.
I make sure they greet me in Nigerian language every time.
Okay.
Not good morning, sir.
Okay.
Not good morning, daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every now and again, I tell them stories.
Okay.
Like when we were discussing about their results, I told them, you don't just go to the next class because you want to.
Yeah.
You must pass.
Yeah.
You understand? Everybody don't go to the next class.
Exactly.
I think that's something they do here.
exactly.
Everybody, they don't know what failure is.
Exactly.
They
They
don't
don't
know.
understand the concept
I think
of failure.
GCSEs, that's going to be like their first qualifying thing. I'm not too sure if that's it.
So I tell them, God help you if you go to school late. Yeah? The fear of being flogged will make you go to school unprepared. When I say
Exactly.
unprepared, maybe you forgot your hand cream and the rest.
Yeah.
So apply cream on your body.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday I was telling her, some families, they're so blessed, if they cannot afford cream, they use oil extract from puff puff to rub themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
Uniform. I said that you wear from the one your brother used.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was telling him, I don't know if it's a design by our parents or my parents. They must make sure we all go to the same school.
School.
So the books are intact, but they don't go through those things here. So sometimes we bring that in the house, making them get used to the food,
Yeah.
their behavior. It's my responsibility. When we go out, they must greet. Not hi. I say when you get to school, you can do that to your teacher or whoever. But within the environment, with me, learn to say good morning, ma, good morning, sir. You understand? So those again, even if they go to Nigeria,
Yeah.
they have to stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, years to learn certain things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the luxury of staying all through.
Of course.
It's
Of
not
course.
just holidays, which is
course.
not enough.
Yeah.
But with the little they see here, it will be difficult for them to adopt. I remember my elder sister telling one of them that if you misbehave, I will flog you. They said, I'm not coming to Nigeria again.
Oh my God. Exactly. I was just gonna ask that, right? From where we're coming from, right? Discipline is true by the cane, by the rod.
Again,
Yeah.
So it's sometimes we say it is abused. It absolutely force. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It took away some of our defenses. Because you've been programmed to say, if I do this, I'll be flogged.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And but with eye contact, she might be doing something or he doing something, and
Also, they learn the eye contact.
do you understand? And you call the brother, look at the way that is looking at you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And they'll call themselves to order.
Other,
Yeah.
I'd rather talk to them than hitting them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because I notice even adults here, they lack confidence.
Gentle parenting.
That's they settle for anything.
Anything.
Of course. Yeah.
They don't have that mind for pressure. You understand? Say now you come to the house, there's no food. The patience of waiting to get something within the house. No, they just want to run to chicken and chips.
Yes, to just get something.
But I teach them those things in the house. Myself and the mother will make them go through all the stages. They can do their things themselves. Making a toast, trying to cook.
Oh, that's very good.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's very
Under
good.
supervision or no supervision.
Yeah.
They do things. I remember when she was 4, I took her to the park. And I said, what's different between this space, the park, and the house? She looked around and said, there's so many entrances into the park and there's no window. But in the house, we have window with curtains. I said, take yourself as that house. There is a public place in your body where people's eyes can see.
Yeah.
And there is a place where the curtain, which your dresses, will cover. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And since that day, she's about 12 now, she's always remembered that.
Wow, that's very good.
Yeah?
Yes.
We went to the shop one day and I deliberately asked her to pick some things. So, this one is not good. We'll pick, we'll drop, we'll pick and drop. So we'll go to him and said, if you don't respect yourself, this is how you'll be used.
Pick and drop.
They won't pay.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You will just be picked, used, and dumped. All the things we picked, did we pay for them? No. Did
No.
we buy them? Said no. So you don't want to be in that category. So little things like this make them work on themselves and where they are going. I can deliberately stay in one place, tell them to go, and give them address and how to get to where I'm going. You see them, they'll say, Daddy, we are here. Yeah? It's to build them up to be focused and reaching. Doesn't have to be all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So these
Yeah.
things we try to do. We talk when there's a mistake in the house, and they too they sit down to talk to me as well. The kind of opportunity we never had.
Yeah.
Who are you
growing
to
up,
advise
yeah.
your parents now? No. It was 2 weeks ago. I had an accident in the house, and she said, "Dad, you know you're getting old. Some of these parts are becoming fragile, so be careful."
That's nice.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So a lot of times when something is going wrong, she will allow everybody to go and just sit and say, "How did you see this? You could have done it this way, you could have done it that way." So that opportunity to talk, to listen, will do all these things.
Oh, that's very good.
It's helpful. It's benefiting me. It's benefiting them. So the culture will try to, as much as possible, we'll try to bring that to the house and make them practice it. Make them practice it. Value, self-worth, and the desire. Before this meeting started, I think I was asking how did we come about these ideas, and he said it's been a childhood vision and dream, passion.
Yes.
So I was telling Praise, listen, whatever you are doing now, think about tomorrow inside, not just do it and leave it.
Leave it, yeah.
Some of us, when we were growing up, we played football, and the things you hear, he played football and damaged his leg. Don't come, just go and read your book.
True. Very true.
You cannot.
Very
cannot.
true. Yeah.
Some of us would have been doing well today if we have mastered our trade.
Yes.
Yeah? I know of a friend who, when she came to this country, she never worked. She was doing hair. Now she's got a salon. Inside the salon, she does money transfer and the rest because of her skills.
Skill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you learn that, how to fix it, even when we have our children, you don't have to pay somebody else to do your daughter's hair. We do it ourselves. So those things, and I remember, I try to bring it to the house. I tell them, you don't, honestly, like we were saying before, you don't just pass because the school, no, you must earn it. You must earn it. It's helping everybody. It's helping them. It's helping us.
That's very good because
Very wise.
most kids that are born here, they don't know that there's failure. They don't understand the concept of, because things we saw as luxury, they're seeing it as like normal commodity, like
it's
basic
not.
essentials of
No,
life.
no, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live close to the school, but I don't want them to get to school when they're about closing the door. No. If your school opens at 8:20, be there 8:19. Just go in with the first set. Because this is what I was brought up. You get to school early to avoid being flogged. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's very, very embarrassing where others have gone, you standing outside the assembly to be flogged or to be punished.
Yeah.
So now, our secondary school is not that close to the house. You have to travel. So if she's not used to waking up early to go to school, it will affect
Be a
her.
problem.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very true.
Yeah.
So all those things. And talking about failure. Bless you. I remember secondary school year 2. I had a result. Then you have first, second, third term. Not just, well, you must do your first term exam, recorded second. Then on the third term, my principal did make a comment on my results. An encouraging result can do better. I will never forget that statement. So when she comes in, or when he comes in sometimes to say, I didn't do well, I remember that word I said, if you can do this time,
You can do more.
you can do more if you prepare well.
Well,
and better.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that has become a factor for them to go further. Unlike you feel, hey, for all that I put, no. It doesn't help. They just put fear in their mind, which doesn't work well for some. So instead of them going out again, when we come out sometimes, you see some people by the bridge or by the shop. I said, this does not speak well of you. It doesn't
Yeah.
make you look decent. You don't have to plan for this. They have parents.
Of course.
They're born here.
Yeah.
But the difference between them and you don't want to live this kind of life.
Yeah.
So It helps. We talk through things all the time, irrespective of age. We talk.
All right. Thank you
Thank you
very
very much.
much. So, I still want to I want to ask you. I want to ask
Go
you
on,
a
go on,
question
go on, go on,
too.
go on.
Yes, I want to ask about your faith. Does it play a role in maintaining your culture, your cultural identity?
My faith,
Yeah.
100%, because we have many things we believe in back home, but there's one I choose to believe, which is God Almighty. So coming here, there are so many things I will gladly do, irrespective of the consequences. But what I ask myself, how will God feel if I do this? Do you understand?
Yeah.
I might have the opportunity. Okay. One day, because of what I've discussed with them in the house, I remember I was talking about morale one evening before we prayed, and I said, today I left work early. I saw this lady, my friend, we were talking, and I have this urge of touching her. Pray said, stop, stop, stop. I said, why? He said, you want to touch her. What about if the husband is coming and has been hearing stories of you two? Do you understand? And I've told her about touch and drop. So she's telling me not to do it to somebody else. Don't touch them, irrespective of your relationship with them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, my faith forbids me to look here and look there. In relationship-wise, it's giving me the grace to fix my home. Doesn't mean it will be good, but make my effort. Not leaving one woman for another, leaving one thing for another. So my faith have actually helped me to grow to a point where I say, look, if I'm not getting this, it's because I cannot get it, not because I'm not entitled to it. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna top up her question, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you said your last statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last Sunday, a
Yeah.
pastor was preaching in church, right? So he made reference to this lady. She's, I've forgotten what country, but she's not from Africa, right? So he said she was 40 years and she's never been married. So he met her, he was talking to her, oh, why have you been married and stuff like that. So she said, oh, I have a boyfriend. We're doing life together and that's all that's. She said, I've tried the marriage thing and it didn't work out for me. So I feel like God doesn't want me to get married, or I feel like marriage is not for me,
me, okay.
right? So he referenced it back to being an African. He said an African lady of 40 years that hasn't gotten married, you say, oh, it's my village people, oh, is this, oh, is that, oh, they are doing me from somewhere, and then she'll start going from prayer house to prayer house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So today, as I was coming back from church, I saw a lady, right? She was pregnant. So she wore like a crop top. Her baby bump was outside. She wore a jean and a crop top. Her baby bump was just outside. And then I was speaking to Daniela. I said to her, if this is Nigeria, right, you will not try this. Because you'll be scared that one evil auntie from somewhere who is looking at you, and before you
look
know,
like a baby bump.
do you understand?
Yeah.
One evil auntie from somewhere, and maybe your baby will just kick. You say, this is not how my baby kicks before. I need to go and check, right? So, do you feel like where we're coming from, the type of like the where we grew up, the religion we know, how we know as religion? Do you think like it's not actually? I don't want to sound like I'm defaming something, but do you feel like how we know religion as compared to how we know it here is like what is part of what is bringing us down as Africans? Because whereas somebody is just here walking freely with her baby bump, she doesn't care, right? She doesn't see it like a bad thing. She just feels like, oh, I'm flexing my body, right? But in Nigeria, we can't do that because we feel like there are evil eyes looking.
Okay.
So do you feel like it has shaping us?
How long have you been away for in Nigeria?
No, it's not long.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you it's possible. It's happening in Nigeria where pregnant
Currently.
women show themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not
Now
as
listen,
rampant.
listen. Even it takes one. It was a musician who started this whole madness of showing baby. Yeah? Is it a way of life? Is it decent? I wouldn't want my wife to do it. And I wouldn't want my children to do it. It doesn't look normal to me. Yeah? See this dressing where we don't use belts. Is it what they call? Is it sagging?
Yes, again.
Yes, again.
Now in the prison, they're not allowed to use belt to avoid committing suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
It was a musician who also started doing that. It's late now, Tupac. And it became a form of dressing.
Dressing.
So these things we are copying, does it define us? What are we promoting? Why will a woman, like I said, I might be old-fashioned. I don't see anything wise, decent, or smart with you, with your tummy out, and it might be good for others, but personally, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Again, religion is different from the one I know, relationship with Christ. That's what I do, that's what I try to practice.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, it is not out of place to think or to say, yes, it could be somebody from the village.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even have to expose your tummy before they attack somebody.
Yeah.
It could be done even when you are under a blanket.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Now, that woman said it is not God's will for her to get married.
Married, yeah.
What you are doing is this scriptural. Again, you don't even know if she's a Christian or not.
Oh, she's a Christian.
She's a Christian, yeah.
So she wanted it, she prayed
She
for it,
prayed
but it
for
didn't
it, but it-
happen.
yeah.
And then she's like, oh, well, since it didn't happen, then
There's a permissive will, there's a permissive kind of prayer.
Prayer. Okay.
And what does that mean? God, you know I've tried to get married. I've been disappointed in so many times. If not, I would like to have a boyfriend, though. So long I'm with one person. And you expect God to tell you no, because you're not asking for his will. This is a permissive
You are
will.
telling him.
You're telling him. I don't know how the conversation went. I don't know that list. So I'm just telling you things in general.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that is them. And again, the pastor, I don't know in what context or how why
Yeah.
I said that. But I'm telling you now, the witches or whoever don't have to see one's tummy. God forbid, not any one of you here in Jesus' name.
Yeah.
Don't have to see one's tummy to harm the child. But like I said, is that a proper way of dressing? It should be modest. I talked about praise telling me at age 4, the house is different from the park.
The
park
park.
have many access to it, but they do. So why one man said the women will go inside, lock themselves in the room, only to come and dress outside naked. So all the point you are inside the room dressing up, only to show your legs and why you would have dressed outside. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to go out now, you're inside the room, cover, you're making up. But at the end of the day, whatever you are wearing is as open as the outside you left to come dress inside. So it's about individuals. Are you going to come now? Or are you saying, if my wife is pregnant, I will tell her because I saw somebody doing it. So I say, please show your... No. Not what somebody is doing. It's how it reflects or affects your person. That's what I would say. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you. Daniela. Anything for us?
well, I do think that our mentality is also what affects what we get attacked on. So how I explain it best is basically in terms of it, like if you're a Christian, that's how I can best explain it. So there are certain things that you have very strong faith in that you know that, okay, this can affect you. And you notice that that is not where you get tempted in, is where you don't have that much faith in. That's where you actually get more challenging. So that's why I do believe that mentality matters. So in terms of, there's some people that they know that if I get pregnant, I'll give birth to my child. There's nothing that will happen to me. So they don't care about whatever. They'll carry their baby bomb. They'll let you know that they're pregnant because nothing will happen. Yeah. There's some people that they're like, hey, before I got this child, it took me 8 years. I cannot let anything happen to this child. So it's more of, I believe it's your mentality that actually affects what happens to you. So because the Bible says that if your faith is as little as a mustard seed, you'll be able to get what you want.
Yeah.
interpretation. That's not how it was quoted. But that also means that if I do believe that this wouldn't happen, and I do have that faith that this wouldn't happen, then the probability of it happening is going to be very less.
So are you saying that, as regards my question, are you saying that we in Nigerians now, as Nigerians, we in Nigeria as Nigerians, right? So our mentality is what's shaping us to think that, you need to pray and fast, and because in context, Pastor was saying stuffs like that are like what you don't need to pray and fast for. So marriage is not what you need to pray and fast for. It's God's divine will that you actually get married, right? Because it's written in the scripture that two shall come together. You get. So it's actually God's will that you actually get married. It's not something you have to pray, do 30 days fasting for.
The prayer will be who it is to get married to.
The prayer should be, okay, this is what I want in that man that I want to get married to. Not, oh God, bring a husband for me. Right? So are you saying that our mentality as Africans is shaping our prayers, shaping our religion, shaping how we see life?
I do think so, because again, what you're exposed to actually affects what you believe in. So there are a lot of things that if you compare like a Nigerian in Nigeria and a person that was born here and bred here, there are a lot of things like in Nigeria it'd be like, oh, I need to I don't know, do too much to get light. But just as a basic example, like you have to hustle and then probably get to a certain area for you to be able to get light, like constant 24 hours light. But here, even in the most rural places, you will literally get light.
True.
Do you know what I mean? So it's more like your environment kind of shaping what you have to pray and fast for. Here, what you're praying and fasting for is not the same thing you were praying and fasting for when you were in Nigeria. Like, do you get? So I do believe that where you are brought up affects what you believe in. So it also shapes what you feel that, oh, this is then. Because like now coming here, the reality is that a lot of us that come here, most of us are actually, the main prayer point or the main request is getting sponsorship, more like a settlement thing, right?
Yes.
So that also is different from people that are already settled. Do you get? So that their mentality is different. And there are some, because there are different ways in which people came here. So there are different ways of settlement that they are opportune to. Some came through it. Like, so if you came through the care route, you know that it's 5 years and then you get your this thing. Some came through the student route, so then you go through this thing, then you have to apply for like a post-study and then you have to find a job. So it's different routes. So like your mentality or your approach to things will be different from another person. So that's why I do believe that your mentality does truly affect what you believe in, right? So there's some people that they do know that all they can do in this country is care. Right, because that is all like their aunties, their uncles, generations before them and after. That's what they've been doing. So they feel that the way out is that. And there's some people they came through work from Nigeria. Literally, they didn't have to go through that whole suffering, like sponsored whatever. It's already settled. So it's kind of like where you're brought up. What's like the challenges that you're facing that affects the kind of beliefs that you have.
Saying that, let's remember. This is UK, then Nigeria. Yeah?
Yeah.
There's certain things we're exposed, which you have mentioned here. The mentality has to change to know where we are, in the sense that those things you get because of who you are. It's not what happens here. Association. Yeah? And the people you meet. Now, talking about lights, that's development. We choose not to get to that point where very, very few are benefiting from it. Yeah? But not the same here. This is like Central. They've come a long way. Yeah? Very, very good. But this is not religion. This is not what we're talking about. Now, the faith is the same. The Bible is the same. Anywhere you take it to. The people who practice it here, some of them might want to gather the people they can gather at any cost. In the process, we have changed the altar of prayer into a stage, and we've changed worship into entertainment. That is why we bring everything just to get the crowd, but the truth remains the same. Yeah? That is why I don't see any believer who will be pregnant to the strong believer and want to show up, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I do get that, but I don't think that's what she was trying to say. Is more of, it's not necessarily in showing it, is more in the sense that, oh, it's not hidden. like in the Nigerian sense that, oh, I don't want people to know that I'm pregnant, so they wear like a lot of baggy clothes just so that it's not even known that you're
Known
pregnant.
that you're
As
pregnant,
opposed to
yeah.
this person that is like she doesn't care that she is pregnant.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about it being exposed. It's just in the confidence that nothing would happen to my baby just because people know that I'm pregnant. I think that's the point she's trying to
Yeah,
put.
as regards in Nigeria, where we have to pray for basic things like, oh God, please, Minepa just been like today. Oh God, please.
No, that's just for fun. I mean,
Yeah,
Not necessarily.
but
Actually, it's just
yeah.
the thing.
Do you understand?
There are a lot of Nigerians that have to be Christians because of the struggles. They have to believe in something because if they don't, they're actually hopeless. As opposed to here, like let's bring religion here. A lot of people don't believe in God. Like especially the Nigerians that were Christians back home when
They
they
don't
come
even
here,
go to- they
they
don't
don't
go
go
to
to
church.
church
Yeah.
because the things they were really praying to God for are settled. They have the basic things that what they needed are settled. So here now you see people are actually wanting to know God because of who He is, as opposed to what they can get
What they can
from
as
Him.
opposed to Nigeria where it's basically because if I don't know, I have to
What
believe
I
in
can get.
something.
Yeah.
Right? So it's more of that's basically what I mean by like
Okay.
this situation is what would
Yeah.
affect the mentality. Yeah.
okay.
Anything for us? I thought you wanted to give us something. So
I'm waiting.
all right. In conclusion, what advice will you give to others balancing dual cultural identities? Like,
Remember who you are.
okay.
Remember where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember where you're going. Now, I did mention about association in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And whatever you know helps. The people who have counseling offices, they don't do better than you. Yeah?
Yeah.
But we don't know how to price ourselves because of complex. I remember somebody organized a meeting one time and said I should come and head. Okay. I went there and I was thinking, what will it be of? But as against everything, a guy came in a wheelchair. He said it wasn't like this before until about a few years ago he had an accident. And now it's like his dream is dead. What were you doing before? Oh, this. I said, you can compile that on social media. Advertise yourself. Instead of you talking to people now or going places, sit on your wheelchair. Use your internet. Attract more.
Yes.
Do you understand? He
Yeah.
said he never saw it this way. Yeah?
Yeah.
But again, somebody will sit somewhere and will say consultation fee. They will pay. So without losing touch of where we're coming from, know who you are, see your inside, what do you have in you that can be productive.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
That will help. When you come in here, your association matters. We talked about people who are not willing to help, but we forgot, we didn't mention those who are not willing to be helped.
Yeah.
You don't see it this way. Now, I have this young friend. He spent money on clothes, shoes. 2000 and this is 25. 2002. He gave me a shoe worth £675. Yeah? And
So you said 2002.
2022, sorry.
Oh, okay.
2022. A shoe worth that amount and it's expensive. He bought another one, £1,800. So I was now forced to ask him, why are you spending? He said, Uncle, I don't use all of them. I resell them. So he bought one for £1,800. He sold for 15,000.
Wow.
Yeah, they call limited edition. They're not much in the market, and
Yeah.
not everybody buys them. Celebrities buy them. He buys cars, he buys so many things. So I said, instead of you buying all these things that some of them don't have value, you're living with your mom, why not invest in a property? Why are you still in your mother's house? I said, What I'm telling you now, if I knew this years back, I would not be living in a 2-bedroom house myself. I would have bought the house, rent everything. I've been living in one of the rooms. I'll make money.
Yeah.
You know, we'll call it suffer head. No, it's not suffer head. You're making money. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can go into some of our houses now. We have shoes as high as this cupboard. How many do we wear in a week? So again, that's a waste of money. So I spoke to him. He listened. We were in a birthday party. I called him outside. It is the last time or the next time we'll talk about it. He said he's got 2 properties, of which he makes £500 out of it.
Wow.
Some other persons would have said, don't mind him, he's frustrated. If he knows that much, why? You understand?
Yes.
So association, what you hear, and how you want to live with what you hear or by what you hear. So whoever is coming, again, know yourself, know the reason why you are leaving the house. There are clubs, there are places here that runs for 24 hours. If you choose to make there your house, good. I have 2 young friends, very, very lively young boys, but one was looking very mood, very, very upset one day. And I called him, I said, is there trouble back? We're not from Nigeria, from Georgia. Is there any problem back? He said, no, the family is okay. Are you in a relationship? No, not. So what is the problem? He said he went to play gamble online and he lost about £3,000. And I looked at him. This day and age, on your phone, you have the internet yourself. I said, you've not done wise yet. He said, that's very, very true. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But you will think he has learned his lesson. Last month, he did the same thing.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
He did the same thing. I remember saying earlier on how somebody was saying in June, if I start saving £10 a day, by the end of December, I would have saved 1,800. Yeah?
Yes.
But you ask yourself, what is £10? Save £10 every day. So say at the beginning of the year, £10. At the end of the year, you saved over £3,000. That's for good use. Yeah?
Yeah.
But we can as well buy voucher and talk all that is not necessary on the phone with people back home. That same £10 can be put into good use. So when they come in, who they listen to, who they meet. There are some people who just want to steal where they say, you know what, I'm very, very, nobody's troubling me, I'm not troubling anybody.
Yeah.
At the end of the week, at the end of the month, I get my pay. That's enough. But there are some who wants to go higher.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So start with what you have. Don't forget where you are going to. But let it be, or let it not be at the expense of your health. There is time for rest. There is time to reassess. Yeah? At the end of the day, look back to what you have done and see where progress needs to be made. I think if we're able to do that, God spend in our lives and we'll be in good health. We will look back to say, coming to United Kingdom wasn't a bad choice after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. We've come to the end of another interesting episode of Freedom of Speech. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Privilege.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
yeah.
opportunity to meet wonderful people. I don't want to call you a Sako.
That's a Sako girl.
A Sako girl.
Yes.
Please, what is your name?
We do that off camera. Thank you so much for joining us for another interesting episode. Please watch our video, subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel, like our video, share, comment, turn on your notification bell to get a notification anytime we drop a new video. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.